Family, welcome back to the channel. Trust you're doing well. Once again, family, my last son, he graduated. As you can see, this is when he graduated. I also graduated this year, getting my doctorate. But I went to his graduation and deferred my graduation, even though I was valedictorian and all of that. I said, no, I'm going to go and celebrate my son because it's about him. I had no student loan debt, of course, so I don't know what it feels like to have student loan debt. All my stuff was paid for, but really, I paid for it by serving this nation and going to combat and all of that. But anyway, I did not pay a dime out of my pocket. Matter of fact, it got so good with my, it was the, started off with the Montgomery GI Bill when I want to go ahead and after I had retired, I said, let me go ahead and use this money up before it expires because there was an expiration date on it at that time. And then it turned over into the post 9/11 bill. And so I started getting paid not only for the school, but I also got paid for the, it's called the basic allowance for housing uh, for this zip code. So really it paid for my mortgage for 3 years. And wish I would have known what I know now, known then what I know now. I would have been investing money heavily. But anyway, I concentrated on going to school, got 4 degrees, no student loan debt at all. I got paid to go to school literally. Yeah, literally. And it paid for my schooling as well. But anyway, my son, uh, he didn't want to go the route that my first son, which was ROTC at the same school. And my first son's debt free. You know, his stuff is in abundance. Uh, my second son said no, he didn't want to go in the military, so he had an offer for a scholarship for ROTC. He did not want to go, and he made his own way, which is great. You got to let your children make their own way. And I was like, well, I can't pay for college, so do what you got to do with your student loans. And he did. And his wife didn't have any student loans. She already had her master's degree. He didn't have his master's degree at the time, but he later got his MBA. And they paid that student loan off. They worked together with one accord, and they paid his student loan debt off. They excelled that bad boy, and all they have now is just a mortgage. They don't even have car payments. And so, he's the one with my 5 grandbabies. And I love it. That's why I'm investing in grandbabies now, because what I couldn't do for my sons, my 2 sons, I am able to do in abundance for my 5 grandbabies. Yeah, that's why I go just all in. But anyway, I just gave you some principles in the last video for you not to be uh, ignorant of the fact that you can ask your employer, yeah, to help you get to your wealthy place. Yeah, go ahead and ask them about Section 110 of the Secure 2.0 Act of 2022 if you have student loan debt. Go ahead and ask.